One of my students was asking me not long ago that he was playing a match against a kid that was not letting him do anything. He was pretty much, being my student was being destroyed. He was telling me, he said, you know what? I got to the point where I kind of felt like there was nothing that I could do. I was hopeless, and he was asking me. He said, how often does that happen that you're gonna find yourself like there is nothing you can do, like everything is against you. You're not having a good day on the court, and that happens off the court as well, in regular life. uh, so we had a short conversation about that, and I want to talk about it a little bit. I was thinking about some of the things that can help you kind of say, okay, I'm feeling hopeless, but these are things that you can probably do in order to start finding your way back, or at least saying, okay, at least I'm on the path where I'm knocking on doors, where I'm trying to find something that will make that will give me a chance to get better. The first one is new opportunities. You look for new opportunities wherever you are. If you're having if you're hopeless at school, your new opportunities could be, okay, study more, find a good mentor, find one of your friends that is good at the class that you're having trouble with. Go talk to the teacher, and he probably can give you advice about what you can do. He'll probably be able to help you. But new opportunities is finding probably something new. If we're talking about your job, probably finding something new. If you're talking about a relationship, finding something new wherever you are in the habitat or ecosystem. We have the ecosystem of relationships. School is another ecosystem. Home is another ecosystem. And every ecosystem, you can find new opportunities if you really look on something to do. And when we say new opportunities, it's usually going to be something that you haven't tried before, or you didn't even pay attention to it. You probably never even thought about, I can probably try this. So maybe it's time for you to pay attention to that thing that you haven't done before or didn't occur to you before. Second thing is it's pretty much do something new. It's a lot like new opportunities, and this is here is doing something new can be can make you feel can make you feel very uncertain, because anything that is new, it usually brings uncertainty to us, and usually makes us feel a little bit uneasy and not very safe, not very confident, because we are taking action on something that we are not familiar. Don't think of it as, I'm gonna try something that I'm not good at. Try to look at it more like, I'm gonna try something that I'm simply not familiar with. And remember, many times the fear is not really that we don't feel that we are capable of doing something. Look at it from the perspective that you're not familiar with it, that this is not something that I really know much about. But the more you go to it, the more knowledge you have, and the best opportunity of finding out, hey, you know what? It turns out that I probably like it. Or probably I just found out immediately like I don't like it at all. You try it once or twice, three times, and if it's not yours, well, then you move to something else. Third one, decide on something. Usually all of us have something that we have not decided to do. You probably want to try a new language, for example. You're probably in a bad relationship, and you know that one way or the other things are going to have to finish for you to be in a better to have a better life, to find yourself more at peace. And unfortunately, you have to find yourself out of that relationship. Or probably it's the opposite. Probably you know someone that is your best friend, and you really like him or like her, and you want to talk to that person about your feelings, but you haven't done it because you're thinking, we're very good friends. What if the situation changes? but deep inside you're thinking, but I really need to, I really need to say something. I don't want to, I don't want life, I don't want to find myself years down the road regretting not letting that person know how I feel. And just like those situations, there are many other. There is one thing that you have in your life, if not many, that you know that you are just one step away from taking action, and that's deciding to do it. Again, many times we're uncertain what's going to happen, so that's why we don't do it. We are fearful of it. But believe me, uncertainty compared to regret, it's there. You cannot even compare them. If you don't have, if you're young and you don't have already one situation that you can say, I regret this so much that I know I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. If you don't find yourself in that situation, let me tell you, you're lucky, because you're gonna grow older. You're gonna grow old. You're gonna get older. You're gonna lose opportunities, and someday you're gonna look at yourself in the mirror and say, I I cannot believe that I allowed X thing, fear, or this person, or fear of uncertainty, or fear of facing the situation, whatever it is that stop you, someday it's gonna catch up with you, and you're going to regret, and it's gonna be too late. And believe me, there are not many soul pains than the pain of regret. Look for something new. Look around. If you don't have something, if you don't have anything that you feel like you need to make a decision about that, or or you simply don't have any perspective, like there is nothing going on, you're miserable at something, in any habitat, in any environment, home, school, relationships, works, whatever it is. If you're not looking around, if you're not scanning the place and your environment and the opportunity, well, then maybe it's time to do it. Again, a lot of people don't do it. Why? Because they know that taking action means I have to face a lot of fears that I have, the fear of uncertainty, the fear of the things that I'm not familiar with. But you know what? Welcome to the real world. That's how it is. And the moment that you look for those opportunities and you start making changes, one of the things that I can tell you, there are going to be things that hurt you a lot. There are going to be things that they, even if you fail at the new thing, you're going to look back and you're going to say, that was far less complicated and less difficult than I thought it was. You're going to find out that it was not, most things are not nearly as bad as we think they are. Most of them. So I think it's worth trying new stuff. Last one is curiosity. Be curious about other stuff. Start, if you have the fear to start something new, or looking for something new, at least get some information about it, read about it, watch stuff about it. That might ignite that little fire that we all need, to start. Okay, now I'm kind of starting to get curious about this new job, or this new school, or this new person. But curiosity is something that can help you a lot, because a lot of things that end up being something that we really like started with curiosity. Just paying attention and looking at it and thinking, you know what, probably yes, probably not, let me see. There is, I kind of want to, but I don't know, I'm unsure about it. If you just give yourself the chance to be curious, and you're gonna find out that even when you don't decide to go for that things, many of those opportunities to learn a little bit about different stuff, they're going to contribute to the person that you become, to your personality, and especially to the way you think. Okay, well guys, I hope it helps, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.